Aceh. Ya. Iya sudah selesai. Kakak itu kan ada kok. Itu ada di buku data yang bicara itu. File ini apa? Kamera gambar belum masuk. File ini gambar belum masuk. File ini gambar belum masuk.
Yul, di view ini dah. Yul, mau di sini sih rekam gimana?
File gambar belum masuk. File.
Berat satu dan di situ kok di sini.
Tunggu pai kemari.
Bukan, memang yang atur tuh.
Kalau sini ke bawah kan pindah sudah ada tripod kemari. Supaya satu dari sana kemari sih.
Ini jangan pilih. Oh, gambar ampun. Sabar. Kita salah masuk. Sabar ya.
Taruh ini, taruh mana?
File kamu mau masuk. File kamu mau masuk.
Bilang paus nih, apa bilang? Siapa? Husni kah, Asrullah kah, siapa tadi tuh bilang dia baik kayak terdengar tuh.
Jadi kita ambil audionya dari sini. Ambil audionya dari sini jadi karena banyak gambar tahu yang bicara. Ayo bisa. Kalau bisa situ dulu. Ini belum bisa semua ini apa tapi
Makanya kita bilang maksudnya ini satu di sana supaya ambil gambar dari sana kemari boleh.
kita dulu semua. Satu dulu.
Actually, it's my very first time. So, thank you so much. I'm very fortunate to have seen more of Indonesia in my own home country, Germany. So, places like I really love China, Bangladesh, or something. That didn't occur anywhere. You'll always find somebody who's saying, just my order.
No, let's have a seat back up, yes. Daniel, sitzt du ihm gegenüber? Ja,
So there was literally corporations sending it out to do articles for the German market, so for the UK, US, so I'm running on kind of reviews. That's the one with the Majalah.
Plus the issue in March.
It was from last July.
Oh, okay. We had this for expedite research.
In Maratua.
It comes out of this band.
It's Kalimantan.
Yeah. Yes. Tanjung Perak.
Genau, mit der Promo-Ausstellung.
We have three research.
named the resort Nabucco after Italian restaurant from my hometown in Germany. I didn't really know that. One day he told me, so I wouldn't never expect that. Because literally we're doing 3 dives from land. And the first one we're going in the water in the same place. So we're not even walking to another place. So there was a wreck about 25 meters. That had like a fish called giant grouper. Like size bigger than the tank. Yes, yes. And these ones have become very rare in Asia, all of Asia. So unfortunately I think only like one time in the Philippines and very deep water. Like, so also thought always like outside the base. And in this place it's been around 30 years, 25 years. And so that would be like the first attraction. Second one would be the venue itself. Because no matter, you know,
Minta tolong ini taruh di Mister satu ke samping, dengan antara itu tuh, antara Mister titik satu dengan ini antara Bupati dan ini. Sudah Bupati pernah saya taruh di satu di Mister.
the water is like mesmerizing, the sunbeams coming in from top. And then again, because that's a funny thing. If you have human settlements in a place, there's a little bit of garbage in the water.
Yeah.
It often,
That's the problem.
It's an Indonesian problem.
In this situation, it's kind of good because it attracts all the small critters, all the crazy wildlife that is like really small. There might be, sitting in the sandal, for example, and hide in a bottle like octopus and things like that. So basically, I felt like, okay, next time if I ever get a chance to go there, you bring 3 different lenses and change like 3 lenses for every dive to be able to do justice to all the subjects. And so yes, by that standard, it's absolutely unique. So I already told Kurt I will suggest to Extra Divers head office, since they're doing an annual magazine for the Europe's or the world's biggest dive show at the end of the day. Doing like a magazine, I will recommend to have like a feature on that place because that really stands out.
Yeah. Make a standard to
There is places. We are still thinking to make another resort in South Halmahera. There is places which are also this one here. This is world class. But we have to protect it together.
Yeah.
My dive guide was just saying when we're doing the very last dive, because I was asking him for a place that has beautiful coral, really in the real shallows, like 1 meter deep, and mangrove trees on top. So to do a split photo, half over, half underwater. And he showed me a place just around the corner, 10 minutes drive or even less. That was like completely stunning. Just like, a day after creation. I mean, the coral over here, thanks, an idea about the potential of the place. Because truth be told, it's such a huge area also, and vastly unexplored. That's why it reminds me a lot of Raja Ampat in the Virgin days, when no tourism was really there, and only like less than a handful of resorts. And that would be a prime example, because I was there in Raja in 2009. And I believe there was a Swiss guy who was running a safari boat who first came across the place in 2002, 2003, because he's doing trips all over Indonesia and doing a fair amount of exploring. And so for a while he kept it a secret. Then he told to a friend. Then of course the friend at one point told to the third party. Then other people will find out about it. Then you have the first resort. Fast forward 3 years later, you have 6 resorts. And now another fast forward 2013, when I was there for the very last time, it was already like 20 resorts in the area. And now I hear a couple of days ago, last week, there's like about 100 homestays in the different islands, and a lot of garbage and a lot of traffic in between the dive sites. And so the areas are taking a toll, not for the very best, because tourism was developed too quickly.
100 more than 100.
Yes, and so
I was seeing this place with a very, very smiling eyes. At the same time, also, fearing, because it's the usual pattern. It's not
Yeah.
restricted to Indonesia.
Mhm.
I have a very funny story for you from the 1960s, from way, of course, before I was born. I'm from '79,
Mhm.
but I have like older divers in my dive club that used to go by car from Germany to Egypt,
Okay.
like the hippie era of the late 60s. They were going all the way Germany, Austria, Hungary, Turkey, Israel, down to the southernmost tip of the Sinai Peninsula.
Okay.
And they were doing tent camps, bringing compressor,
Uh,
and they were diving one little cape that drops 800 meters into the Red Sea, like huge wall.
okay.
And they used to have big silver tip sharks in the shallows, and it was completely mesmerizing from what I hear from this older generation. And then, of course, same happened. People in Sharm el Sheikh, which is like the biggest city nearby, they were opening, the first resort. Diving apparently brought in money, and then it means it will go back and be better, but it's never going to be as
Same.
good as it was in the first place.
That's
You know?
Mm.
And that's, if you have a chance for a little interview, that would be one of the questions, that I would like to ask you, because there's always this double-edged sword between economy and
Yeah.
sustainability. And that goes not only for scuba diving, but, for the fisheries, which I love in Indonesia because it's mostly handline fishing, most of the
Yeah,
cases
handline fishing, yeah.
inside the islands. But of course, like everywhere in Southeastern Asia and Malay areas, you have a problem with dynamite fisheries
Yeah, it's
happening.
something here. Mhm.
I already knew that that's not, happening in the local villages, but coming from fishermen who are doing day trips from other
Yeah,
villages
yeah.
by speedboat,
Mm.
and of course, these people break the natural chain when they're destroying the coral.
Yeah.
It takes away the environment and the ecosystem for the species to thrive. And once you have like a break in the food chain, same like if you kill all the sharks and sell them to the Chinese,
Yeah.
it's other fishes are going to take over and eat like the smaller reef fish, and so it's very hard to get a balance.
Yeah.
And I'm saying that in a most positive way possible, because for me, coming from Europe, we did an excellent job in eradicating all our big wildlife in the last 500 years.
Yeah.
So I don't mean to preach. I just would like to let you know there's places where people have not been very aware. And there's like tourists coming here to this place. Obviously, it's not a cheap destination. The flight tickets have skyrocketed in prices. It goes for international flights. Same with domestic flights, whether it's Wings or Lion Air.
Yeah.
It's like all double price or even more compared to before COVID. And like there's a world before COVID and a world after COVID, obviously, like we all know. And so I'm saying, if you have like special dive sites or even this jetty, every scuba diver coming here would be willing to pay like a $5 entry fee or something like that. If that money goes back to conservation or back to the village, so people get a feeling that that protecting the nature and have ecotourism actually pays off.
Yeah.
So.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
We had a few talks already with Patrick-san. We will have to talk later with you also.
Okay.
There is a few ways to do.
Yeah. We need to talk about the,
We have to. It means we have to limit,
Some
we have to
idea.
reglement the thing somehow. If not, we will lose it.
Yeah.
But that's the beauty of the chance, because right now the destination is still very pristine, and there's only like how many resorts is it for?
Four
right
already.
so that's not a lot given the entire vast area. So, but you have a chance to establish tourism in a way before any damage can really hit. That's the beauty.
Yeah. What do you think about the Maldives? Is it a good thing to learn from them, or?
Exactly.
I mean, it's with the Maldives. They've been the first country in the world within diving tourism to take a huge blow from coral bleaching. because that was in 1997, the first global bleaching event. And so that is something outside anybody's control. You know, there's nothing you can do about that. And you know, the repeating pattern of coral bleaching has, you know, becoming quicker and quicker and quicker. There used to be bleaching events every 5 years, ever since the mid 90s, so to say, and now there's a bleaching event like every 3 years. I was just in Saudi Arabia in February for some explorer dives, and I always thought the Red Sea in a way is a little bit like Indonesia. It's not affected by bleaching very much, but I must tell you that all the coral reefs between surface and 25 meters are dead, 80% at least.
In Maldives.
Saudi Arabia. But so is like 80% of the Maldives, because the coral don't get, you know, enough time to recover, and then next hot water period, you know, happens again. So there's examples in the Maldives, a very special place called Hanifaru Bay, that attracts like hundreds of manta rays and whale sharks at the same time. And they had this exact marine park issue. First, there needed to be a whale shark killed by a boat propeller. That's when the government first implemented some rules. You know? So there was a point when there were 100 divers going there every day in a small bay, and to a point that they were harassing the manta rays and chasing them away. So the numbers were getting little. And then they were like, oh, we need a marine park, because otherwise we're killing our golden cow. And the latest thing is the diving with the tiger sharks in the south of the Maldives. There's a big population of about 600 tiger sharks around a local island that is very every day. And every dive center has a slot of 40 minutes 2 times a day. So they're going from 8 o'clock in the morning till the late afternoon. That means for the island itself, it's very positive, because all the guest houses, all the restaurants, the airline, it's flourishing, you know. And nobody is killing the sharks anymore, because, you know, they create a benefit. At the same time, if you behave like that, there's no more turtles, no more stingrays, because the tiger sharks just got too many. And of course, if you put food in the water with big sharks all the time, they lose their shyness. That means with big sharks all the time, they lose their shyness. That means they're coming like over Kurt's shoulder over here, and people don't realize this. And then the divers would like panic, and then the shark is like afraid, panicking as well, and it might swim off, or maybe it feels threatened, come back and bite, because it's an animal that has teeth. So it's like a misunderstanding between man and animal, and so it's just a matter of time until something really, really bad happens. You know? Because if you have 1 ton of biting power, no good. And so that would be like an example for the Maldives. I mean, the scuba diving tourism sector is like by far the most important thing in the Maldives, and the fisheries come like very far below. So, and due to the coral bleaching, many of the former dive resorts have undergone a structural change for wellness places, because the coral reefs are not so beautiful anymore. It used to be a dream destination for snorkelers and for honeymoon travelers, you know. Even if you have a pairing of, let's say, the husband is a scuba diver and the wife is a snorkeler, this would match beautifully, you know, like it does here, matter of fact, you know, because all the reefs are very shallow, and if the current is right, I can believe you can do many places snorkeling at the same time in scuba diving. So you have the same potential as the Maldives, in a way. But of course, the destination itself is much more expensive to go, at least from a European perspective. It's, I think, about twice the price when it comes to the flights easily. So, but I believe that's also a chance, because it's a natural selection of the customers you have. Let me put it bluntly, in the Maldives, sometimes, you know, when offers are too cheap, you have people hanging on the pool bar all the time, drinking cocktails all day round. and maybe are not so decent of people. And if people are coming here and paying the money to come here, they're interested, in the nature, in the wildlife, in the culture. They're curious about Indonesia.
Yeah.
This is like for me, one of the first times I actually stayed like 3 weeks in Indonesia. My girlfriend at the time was working in Manado, leading a dive center, and we were staying in this village called Tanabanco. And she was working there, and I was visiting her. And it's a village, so everybody had like their spray painted chicken, so families could say, okay, that's a yellow chicken, that's red chicken, that's ours. and I didn't know anybody in the village. It was Selamat Pagi, Sampai Jumpa, so not much. And they just knew as orang bule in town. And I got sick with the cold. And people in the village were talking like, orang bule has a cold. And one evening they were knocking on the door, and the old lady was coming with a chicken soup for me, so orang bule gets healthy again. I was never really talking to these people, but that was when I realized, Indonesia is different. Also, your country is a role model of Muslim and Christian people living next door to each other, showing the respect, celebrating Eid al-Fitr and Christmas same time, and the total respect you have. There's a lot of things the Western world can also learn from Indonesia. Somewhere around,
You like to eat, Pak Bupati, Ibu Bupati, yeah? Correct?
Okay.
Makan, ya?
Okay.
I'm sorry if I've been talking.
Eat and talk and pitch together.
The example for
Sometimes the one that coming here is the one that looking for quiet place.
quiet place, like private island. They say.
Oh yes.
Private island.
I always say, the more expensive resort, the more the people want to be on their private island by themselves.
Yeah, that's right.
Sometimes I find it a little bit strange, because if you have backpacking place, everybody is really friendly towards each other. And if you have like a 5-star resort, it's like you're crossing somebody on the path, and the person's looking this way. It's like it's my island. It's like, okay, very different. But so it's also what I like about the resorts over here. If you go to Kusu, it's like selling itself as a luxury resort. This is more like a scuba diver place, a little bit more. So in the beginning, I was a little bit mixed about and to 2 different resorts on the same island. Because it's the same area. Where are the sales pitches? Where are differences in the place? But I felt it's so different. It's very easy, to slice it in the middle. And I was going in the evening with the camera looking for the pythons and for animals and stuff like that. It's beautiful that you still have the animals in the islands.
Do you really see our monkey here?
No, not here in this island. I saw
different
island.
I saw one after one of the dives. It was coming out of the water, and there was one climbing inside the tree.
It's like exactly the monkey. Then no. No tail. With no tail.
No.
The monkey.
It's like how to say, like the monitor lizards. They're also quite tasty out here. So I hear many people, if you don't tell local stuff, please don't eat them. They will be gone from the island.
Is that
But that's natural, I mean, in my country, we're shooting deer or wild boar. It's like natural resources. As long as you manage.
Not too many. Ayo, mau makan?
It's coming.
Oh, it's coming. Okay.
I hear you were just arriving from Jakarta yesterday, right?
Yesterday evening.
So quite a long trip, I guess, also for you.
And tomorrow leaving again.
I already used to.
Makassar tomorrow.
Makassar.
Makassar. Oh yes, I was going there when I was going to the south part of Sulawesi.
Okay.
When I was going to Tanah Toraja and
Tanah
Salaya
Toraja.
Island, I was going through to Padang same time, like having two names.
Because the first name
The
is
first name,
Ujung Pandang
yeah.
before they changed to Makassar.
Ah, okay, I see.
But the Makassar is
The
the
original
traditional name.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Original name.
Now I understand.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm already coming back to Indonesia. I think in October.
October. This October.
Yes, I'm going to Bandasi.
Oh, Banda.
Yeah,
Okay.
Banda.
to Banda Neira,
Banda Neira. Okay.
I believe.
So you already arranged your trip there.
Yes, I think the flight is not yet booked. It's blocked because it's supposed to be a combination trip with the Philippines and Indonesia.
Oh, okay.
But it's not completely booked yet. I only have like the dates like end of September, 29 or 30th of September.
Yeah, you need to go to Ambon first, and then
I believe so.
same airplane that come from Ternate to
Oh right.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's the Wings Air.
Wings area.
Yeah.
Small one. Yeah.
Well, I'm lucky I made it here because of the volcano situation in Manado. They changed like my flight to Ternate like 3 days before I was flying.
Yeah.
And it was always hope.
So you came from Manado to Ternate, or you came from?
No, I was coming from Jakarta.
Jakarta.
Yes.
But I think the flight's already normal now to Manado.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's already normal now.
Yesterday, the Mount Ibu erupted quite strongly.
Yeah, yesterday.
Where is Mount Ibu?
Is in
North Halmahera.
North Halmahera.
West Halmahera.
Oh, okay.
In West Halmahera. It's on the big island.
Okay. But the distance is quite far away, I hope.
Yeah, it is quite far. It's not touching
far,
us
it's far
really.
from you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I sure wouldn't be opposed to stay a little bit longer, but then I have to make some explanations.
Exactly, we're looking for like the place that we can take example from there, maybe Maldives or Switzerland or some
I'm looking
place.
for the place that can we make an example to do in Halsel.
Yeah, to do in
I
Halsel.
think Maldives is not there.
It's not
No, and I think you don't find a unique place where we
Like,
can say
yeah.
we can copy. You have to take
Yeah.
from several places
Yeah.
a little bit.
See, the thing with the Maldives was there was a gold rush, very quickly.
Yeah.
So, and in the beginning of the diving tourism, it was all like tuna and rice, and no air condition, and very basic. And so people were coming in the middle of the 80s,
Okay.
and so it was like many people coming quickly,
Yeah.
and so the infrastructure had no time to be created when the tourism already happened. And so in a way here it's different because you already have like 4 very nice places.
Yeah.
And so I think in order to what I would do in your place is observe the amount of requests for resorts being built and the amount of licenses to give away, and maybe do a survey with biologists to locate the center area of Halmahera that everybody is going, because talking to the people in Kusu, they told me it's important to them that the maximum drive to the dive sites is 20 minutes. So that's their radius, so to say, that they're going. And once you have an idea where everybody goes, you have like a certain zone, like a certain area. Then if you have an expert on sustainability, he will be able to tell how many tourists this area can roughly take. Then you get an idea about the maximum number of divers you can have, which equals the amount of rooms, the amount of resorts that the area can take at the same time. And if you find out there's a certain number of hotspots, like places everybody wants to go, then you will need to put a limit.
Yeah,
On-
limit
on
for the
these.
people that come.
Exactly. So I believe it's a balance between the size of the area
Yeah.
and good diving ethics also, that people are paying attention to instructors, that the customers, the guests are not like laying in the corals,
Yeah.
things like that, and destroying, breaking
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Not using gloves, for example, also because they will touch
Okay.
many things at the same time.
Yeah.
And basically don't collect shells from the
Yeah.
sea. There's some basic groundwork, and I can recommend, knowing that you both have studied in Australia. This is like the University of Queensland. They're having the best reef management in all the
Oh,
world.
okay.
They're like, they're facing big challenges because of the bleaching in Great Barrier Reef as well, but they're very, very smart with protecting the area, because they're saying, look, you have to look at the environment, not only like at the coral, but you have to look also at the mangroves, because the mangroves are like the kindergarten for the fish and for the species that are going to the corals. So you have like different ecosystems branching to each other. That's why the National Park Authority of Queensland is protecting all the different environments that are connected to the coral reefs. So if the environments are happy, like also like the estuaries from the river, same thing.
Yeah.
So if those ecosystems interacting with each other, if they're connected and all kind of healthy, the reef will stay healthy as well. So that would be like a good inspiration, definitely. And other than that, see the size of the area, the amount of divers, and and when you have an investor asking to build a new resort somewhere, maybe no bombing of the corals for the jetty, and how many rooms you want to have, what's your maximum numbers of guests you want to have, before it's getting so crowded, you have to make a schedule for everybody. Like on Monday, Kurt's people are going this place, and the other can only go on Tuesday. This is why.
Enjoy your starter.
Yes.
It's Gohu, so
It's go.
go.
It's local.
it's local. Yeah.
The more local, the better.
The more local better. Yeah.
Is it local cooking or you the one who cook the gohu?
No, it's our chef doing it.
Chef. Okay, so you already learned how to gohu.
Guys, yeah.
That's good.
The tuna we get from the local fishermen here. Normally we don't buy tuna in Labuan. We get it from the local fishermen.
From Sabatang or from
Mostly Sabatang.
Oh, it's a bit spicy.
But that's no problem for you. You are Indonesian.
Can you give me the recipe? This is really, really good.
They have it in South America. They call it ceviche.
Ceviche, yes.
In
Usually we eat with
Philippines, you call it kinilaw. Kinilaw in
Biasa kita
Philippines.
makan apa? Ubi apa bahasa Inggrisnya?
Cassava.
Cassava. We eat with the cassava.
Okay.
You
Really?
eat with cassava with banana.
Here in
What,
Indonesia,
steamed banana?
it's my first time also that you eat the.
You never go wrong with a multitude of flavors in Indonesia.
Because we never eat that in the
Me
Philippines.
too. Me too. In Jakarta.
Because there's so many tastes at the same time. They're all balanced out like
boiled
equally.
banana.
It's like sweet and hot at the same time.
But cassava.
It's easy to eat with the cassava. Then with rice.
That is when we go to Manado. We have a hotel in Megamas. It's called Grand Vis. It's in the shopping mall.
Okay.
And it's near to the beach. And there is restaurant or tuna house.
The house, okay.
And there you eat always gohu and sashimi with cassava. Not with rice.
Manado.
Yeah.
They always come together.
I must say, I love it. In Indonesia, you can have tuna with a good conscience. No drift nets and things like that.
Fresh.
This is like,
But the interesting thing about the Panambo, I would like to see
I
it.
mean, this is the next step, what he said. I think you also, at Bupati, we have to make a few dive sites which are payable for the tourists. To give you a chance for income, to give you a chance to reinvest money in the diving related topics.
Right.
And I was talking to Sali and to Kusu
Yeah.
only, not to, but
Not big friends.
it doesn't matter. It means Sali, Kusu, us, this is 75%. But we think, for example, the house reef of all the 4 resorts, the resort dive for free on this house reef, but everybody else come to this house reef, they have to pay 50,000 per diver.
Yeah.
It means if I go to Kusu, I have to pay. If the liveaboard comes to my reef, they have to pay.
Okay.
And if from this 50,000 we take half for diving related issue and the other half, you Bupati, you decide for what you are using it. So we get a chance to balance this a little bit. I mean, you know, diving related, this is a lot of things. This can be moorings. This can be post polaire. This can be things against garbage. This diving related is very big range. But it costs money, and this is always a problem in Indonesia, that you have the money. So Panambuang, 50,000 per diver per dive. The house reef, 50,000 per diver per dive. We did this I did this in the Philippines. It works.
Because there's a
And
ship there.
we did it like that. That in the Philippines we made tickets, and the resorts they buy the ticket in the municipality. And when the dive center come to dive site, one of the fishermen in the small boat come and collect the ticket. And for example, from the 50,000 rupiah, he gets 10,000, and the government gets 40,000. Now we have 2 things. First, we have money to reinvest, and second, we give livelihood to the locals. We give them a chance for some
from
income.
that money, we can educate them how to.
Exactly.
Yes.
How to keep this environment.
I mean, with Kusu and Sali, I already talked. They said we are absolutely fine to pay on the other house reefs. We are absolutely fine to pay in.
When they come here, they need to pay to you.
And you know, let's take you meet Ibu Yani in Jakarta. I know. Not yet.
Not yet.
She's the owner of Seahorse and Ambai and 2 other liveaboards. Seahorse is fully booked. Is 20 divers.
20 divers.
Seahorse make always the same thing. Coming here. For sure they dive here on our house reef.
Okay.
For sure they dive Kusu.
Yep.
Normally they also dive somewhere near to Rudy and somewhere near to Sali.
Okay.
This means they make 4 dives with 20 people, 80 times 50. This is the first 4 millions inside after 1 day, which you can use and
But it's
reuse.
usually okay with the other area to do like that.
We have in Egypt, we have dive sites, we pay 100,000 per diver per
dive
dive.
site.
For the Europeans, if they see the money gets reinvested and the condition of the reef is nice, they are willing to pay this. This is not a problem. If I make this Panambuang trip with my guests, the guests they pay 500,000 rupiah additional. Okay, now
But we need to make a rule first because here in Indonesia you need to make the rule first before you can take the money.
I know. That's the reason why we try to talk to you fast to be able to do this rule fast.
If we just listen.
Iksan is quite involved. Iksan also have a paper. Nabucco have a special project with Sabatang, which we like to do.
Okay.
But Iksan, he have the papers and everything.
You already seen the book? Or not yet?
No, not yet. I'm waiting. You're okay.
It's okay.
It's okay?
It's okay.
Oh.
No. If Pak Bupati say here on the table is okay, I can start. I was waiting for that.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can do it. It's okay. It's okay because you already sunk the boat for make a lift down there. So
And we have the mooring there for the liveaboards, and at the same place we will sink the boat is 16 times 3. It was the public boat from Babang to Sabatang before.
But it's already old, so old. So
It's wood, it's old, it's rusak.
Okay, thank you.
But I'm quite sure already after 2-3 months we have the first fishes living there and finding the place. I'm sure after half a year latest we can use it for the divers to make some very nice dives there.
I think
Okay,
because
so
it's already 4 resorts around this area. We need to sit together to talk about the potential here. And we need
At the same time, you can bring out school children to a place like this in off season, and teach them, show them snorkeling, how beautiful it is. Because I know a place in Micronesia, they had a lot of problems because the Chinese were taking out the sharks. And so there was a dive center that brought like teenagers from secondary school for snorkeling with reef sharks. And so you know, the teenagers were coming back to their parents and saying, "Wow, they're awesome. They're beautiful in the water. The way they're swimming, and like, we must not allow, you know, them getting caught."
Just
And
don't
then
think to eat only eat.
exactly, and you know what happened? There was an introduction by the government, you know, of a no take zone for sharks, and every village was signing the petition.
That's a good point. Maybe we can arrange everything from 4
Sabatang, Sali.
Because
Sabatang,
people are protecting what they see. When they see something and think, "Wow, this is special, this is beautiful,"
yeah, that's right.
you know, because sometimes you can live on the coast all your life.
Yeah.
It's not an regional thing. If I'm working on the coast and it's like many coconut trees, I don't mind because I'm doing my work. So I will never realize how beautiful it really is. And same for people here.
But Bupati, this rule, you say, does it have to go through parliament and everything, or is it something you can make?
Exactly.
Two way. There is another way that can rule. It's named that government rule. It need to talk with the parliament. But there is some paper like Bupati
Rule.
I can make a Bupati rule on the paper.
Then we take the
But it's
Bupati.
usually not very strong, the rule, because sometimes it can be changed. That's why. It can be changed maybe after change Bupati, it can be changed. But if we do the rule with the
Government cannot be changed easily.
if we come with parliament, it's not easy to change. Same thing, the one that you asked me for the
Alcohol.
alcohol drink.
But this is really something we will need. It is no chance without.
You know, I need to speak with 30 people.
I know. Yeah, I know.
And then, you know, I need to speak with 30 people.
You know, it means also the Maldives is Muslim. You also get it in Maldives. Also Oman is Muslim. It works also in Oman. Also Egyptian is Muslim. It also works in Egypt. There is ways to make it work.
If you have a resort island or a local island, you know, it's like most places, it's a very different. This is
Just start. I don't have main dish.
No,
Because normally I don't eat lunch. I only eat today because you are here.
So you need to eat.
No, I eat only breakfast and dinner.
No, because I'm coming, you need to eat.
I did eat before the rule.
you need to eat. You have to have power in the evening to do a walking shark photo for me.
Yeah, that's right. This is tuna.
No, I think it's tangiri.
Tanggiri.
Tangerine is like a mackerel, or a big one, or a jack, or
Königsmakrele.
okay.
Oh,
I think the important thing is to educate the local.
Oh yes, I think so as well. Because it's also, you know, leading to good relationship between foreigners and local
We get
people.
some nice tangiri the last
like,
2-3 weeks.
It's more natural. I don't
We got it from
like, you know,
Sabatang,
very much.
Fisherman.
If you have like orang
And
bule
also
in one
with the tuna.
place and the local people in another place.
It's
I always love, you know, if you get to know each other. That's really the beauty.
Enjoy.
This is maybe Kurt can also do in the future like trips to a village, for example, you know, for people, you know, to.
You know,
Really do?
second, I would like to make a trip around the city about the Sultanate, you know.
Why not?
Because, I would speak
traditional.
with
I mean, what us we do nearly with all the guests, always the last day before flying, the guests cannot dive anymore because of the nitrogen, the pressure is not allowed. 24 hours before flying, no diving. And so usually the guests we have the last day, we bring them to Sabatang village. They can walk in Sabatang village. They can buy some nutmeg, some whatever.
Maybe.
But
maybe
I
we
would
can-
like this one. Maybe we can talk with the other like Nabucco, Sali,
For-
Kusu. If your tourist coming, there's a group of hari ini dancing. They can welcome them
traditional
to
dance.
dance.
Traditional dance, maybe
Traditional dance and
like
everything.
food.
That would be really nice.
traditional food.
Of course, I'm very open for things like this.
You can arrange when they coming because one time I see when they coming and I pick up the Sultan, they like to take a picture.
Picture. Yeah.
You have this in many places in Indonesia on the
Yeah,
airport.
Oh, absolutely.
Even in Berau, we have this.
Berau.
Bro.
Berau Kalimantan Timur.
Ayo.
Ayo.
Tanggiri. from Sabatang. This is main course.
Can make a safe pass to a waterfall.
Yeah.
Can make a safe pass to a waterfall.
Yeah.
Yes, of course, I do it. But this was the reason. It means Iris and Avaludin, they went. Me, I have two knees. They are not good. I don't do things like that. But even Iris and Aval, they said, is limit. And if the young people say is limit, I don't have to bring my old guests there.
No.
Okay.
Di Pakades ada peluang tuh Sabatang
The
buka air
waterfall.
terjun, ada terjun Sabatang. Kalau Pemdes bisa bikin ini apa namanya bumdes untuk kasih rapi DP jalan ke atas, orang ke sini bisa ke sana. I talked to the chief, if you can make the path standard and really good for tourists, you can.
You know, if you start something like this, you move a lot of things. For example, we did in Maratua, we did also. And then the Maratua people, they start to sell some sarongs, to sell some Maratua t-shirts, and some small, very small, but some additional business.
It's a small start, but it's a start. You know, just imagine if you offer a trip like that. You know, like 2 different scenarios, like a village trip or a waterfall trip for the very, very last evening. If you have some variety, I think 80% of the people will do something. You know, and so in the end, you can have like lunch in the local restaurants, for example. And so
We don't have the local restaurant that's standard for the tourists. That's why.
No, it
Don't have to be standard of Europe. It can be a local Europeans coming here. What they like is to have a clean place, not dirty. This is also the hotel, for example. For me, cheap hotel is okay, but I like to have clean beds without animals inside. But the food, we don't make Western food here. We make only Indonesian food, or Indonesian Asian. And this is what the tourist, he does not travel around half of the world to eat schnitzel here or pizza. We can do it better in
I'm doing a
Europe.
recipe from every place I go.
Standard is about the clean standard.
When we do Panambuang, normally we go with the guest. After 2 days, we go to Apollo. All the guests are happy in Apollo. It's fine. It's good. No problem. This is possible.
Okay.
This is all, for example, now in the Pakadis from Sabatang have the liverboard boya there. Maybe he make a small cafeteria near to the. And when the people on the liverboard, they have always one problem. They stay 10 days on the boat, moving, no internet, and they are happy to go on land, to drink a coffee, to see the village.
Can absolutely be local, plastic chairs and everything. It's not a problem at all. I think the percentage of people who don't like that is less than 5%.
Yeah, I think also. Yeah.
There are people, you will have people, if you do that with 200 people, you will possibly have like, I don't know, like 8 maybe who think it's not my cup of tea, I feel like, people are too curious about me being a foreigner or something. But I think most of the people, for example, when you arrive in the airport and local people see you, it's like orang tourist, so you get the children in the arm for a selfie and photo. Most people really quickly realize how friendly it is meant.
Bupati, last year we was with our guest in Festival Mariposa. This guest, they was all happy. It was very interesting for them to see. They don't have to have the European luxury, no?
Yep.
I always say, people coming to Nabucco, you are in Indonesia, but you are not in Indonesia. This resort is not Indonesian life. This is European life made in Indonesia. We have to bring them out to the city, to the kampung, to see what Indonesia is. It means when I tell them,
I think it's just interesting to make some attraction around the city, to ride beca. Because we have some beca in the city. To go around the city, there's some, fort inside the city. Fort that came from the Dutch.
From the Dutch days.
There is a Sultan place, Sultan house that you can, and then you can see the big rock of Batu Bacan.
the Dutch fort. We was also with Ikram. We was there. one time. Do you remember with the cannon?
Yeah, on cannon and then the
With-
canal
yeah.
around the fort.
We've been there.
Oh, that's very interesting. If you have like
And then
kind
you
of
have
itinerary,
you have a crocodile.
Together with one.
You have a crocodile
You
there?
have a crocodile there.
you have crocodiles there.
We have a crocodile.
A living crocodile.
Yeah, living crocodile.
Okay.
There's
Many
many crocodiles.
crocodiles.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes
I know
when
in the mangrove sometimes.
sometimes we find in the market in the and
Oh right, Kurt told me. Yeah. With a duct tape wrapped around.
Yeah,
his
yeah.
mouth.
Yeah. That's right.
And there was crocodile killing somebody 3 months ago in Labuha, yeah?
3
3, 4 months?
Not in
I think it's
Labuan.
already a year, I think.
Obi.
No, in Nabucco.
In Labuha?
It's already a year.
Already a year?
Yeah,
It's a long time.
it's a long time already.
Happens in many other places, Australia as well.
Yeah,
you
in
know-
territory.
Yeah,
You know,
Philippines also.
Bupati, everybody say the shark is so dangerous, blah, blah, blah.
Oh.
By statistics, the shark kills every year 15 Lima plus orang per year in the whole world. Huh? The humans, we kill 20 million shark every year.
More
So
than
who
20
is
million.
dangerous, the human or the shark? It is. Of course, if you have interaction between animal and human, something can happen. Even if you have interaction between human and human, something can happen. Huh? We have enough crime in the world.
I think that's because the image of the movie sometimes.
Yeah.
Of course, it's
True.
only the movies. Steven Spielberg with his movie.
Before I don't
And
really
it's a
like
good
it,
movie.
but I
It's a
think
good
It's a
movie.
good movie,
So-
but for the shark, it was painful.
Because of the
Yeah.
image, sometimes when we go
You
diving
imagine
and
like
see
that,
shark, we
every
got
shot like
afraid already
I'm
because
really
of the movie
So,
image.
Well, I think these days the shark movies are getting so ridiculous.
Yeah,
Nobody
yeah.
takes them for serious anymore, like Sharknado or whatever. It's just like-
What we will try soon, I think next week or the week after, between Ekasetia and Modern, you have somewhere in the sea, you have a wreck, a ship, big ship.
Yep.
Huh? What is the name of the ship here between Modern and Ekasetia?
Oh, yang di belakang masih Gorontalo itu ada kapal Kusu dulu zamannya.
Tenggelam.
Oh, pernah tenggelam.
Oh, Japan.
If this is true, what the local tell me, this will be a perfect dive site. But this would be also a dive site to pay, please. Huh? Not for free, huh?
Ya, makanya mesti bikin aturannya apa?
We will do it next week or the week after.
Dorong mau explore.
Yeah. I like to do it first with our guest before I bring
Yeah,
guests.
we go together with Paris.
We go together with fun.
Ikan roto lagi tuh orang.
Iksan is our boya on the surface.
You don't do the same like with the shark dive, right?
Orang tako.
Pak Bupati lagi?
No,
No?
enough. Thank you.
Tasty? Enak?
Yeah, you like
Mantap.
sambal.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. I like spicy.
Oh,
Pak Kadis, enak?
you know, in Bacan they have berapa tipe ini sambal?
12.
12 ya?
Around 12.
12 types.
12 type of sambal.
20 type of sambal.
20 type of sambal.
Yeah.
20 type of sambal.
If
There
we
is sambal that came
Yeah.
from the banana tree.
Okay.
This sambal came from
kind of coconut,
coconut.
yeah,
There's many sambal.
Wow.
many sambal.
That's
And all
special.
spicy.
Of course, but all different spicy.
We also have many guests. They order for every dinner. They order Abu Dhabi.
Labu-labu.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know.
They really like the Buddha.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it's nice.
So the tourists like labu-labu.
Yeah.
They always request.
So the chef need to
Yeah.
learn the dabu-dabu.
20, 25.
They
Dabu-dabu.
also sometimes
That's nice.
make a cooking class here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a guess.
Oh.
They make cooking class because if they have food, Indonesian food that they really like, they have to know the recipe and then they cook to learn
You
cooking.
still have
here.
one menu in the office somewhere for the cooking class?
And then yeah, because they like to cook in Germany or in Europe.
And they
They
can
would
bring the
like
recipe.
to kick
Yeah.
dabu-dabu in Germany.
Yes, I mean
Yeah.
that's a beautiful souvenir to bring some nutmeg and you know
Yeah.
it's like I would believe that's also something for people to buy on the very last day.
Yeah.
Nutmeg?
Not
Nutmeg and sambal also.
Nutmeg is very expensive in Europe.
yeah. Quality is
Very
not good.
And what is more expensive is the flour around the nutmeg. How you call it?
yeah. Kalau di sini berapa?
Oh, the red one.
Nearly all my guests buy this and take to Europe. Huh? In Europe, the flour you pay for 8 gram.
8 gram?
For 8 gram, you pay 600,000.
Oh, for 8 gram?
8
only?
gram.
Yeah, you buy for 1 kilo, it's around 150.
Yeah, 150, even 120 we get in.
120.
Only.
Yes.
Only.
Almost like the Dutch times.
And in Europe, 8 gram for...
Iya,
600 dolar, 8 gram. 8 gram berapa banyak tuh fully? 8 kayaknya saya dapat.
Bisa jadi memang begitu sih.
Satu fully kan 1 graman sebenarnya.
Maybe we can export.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Good business.
Trade sent to Surabaya,
Sent to
Maybe expensive for the
Berapa internet?
200
for 1 kilo.
for 1
It's
kilo.
cheaper in Zapatan.
Yeah, because you already take from the
We have many
Types,
varieties of
yeah.
avocado.
Oh, okay.
Not only one type.
Yeah.
In Switzerland, 1 kilo of mango, not less than 200,000 rupiah.
1 kilo of mango.
Manga.
What type of
And I think
The nice, the sweet
yeah,
one.
but I think you only have maybe just some type, but we have many type here. Many type
And the
of
one in
mango.
Europe is not tasty. If you eat one time manga in Indonesia or in the Philippines, you will never eat in Europe anymore. Never.
It's true.
Yeah.
If you buy a really good mango in Europe, it comes usually by plane.
Yeah.
Then it's like €5 for one good mango.
If this is enough. In Switzerland, it's not.
They call it airplane mango if you buy it in the vegetable store. Yeah.
Usually it came from Brazil, I think. Yeah.
Yes, many.
Brazil,
Africa.
Costa Rica.
Banana, mango.
6 more.
Senegal.
100 gram tuna in Switzerland is 120,000 rupiah. 120,000. 100 gram.
100 gram.
And
Tuna.
here, from the fishermen, I buy one tuna for 100,000.
One tuna. Big one.
We have a cat here. She only gets fresh tuna because the cat food is more expensive than tuna.
Yeah.
That's true. It's why I'm eating tuna every day over here because it's a good conscience and the quality is very, very different.
We have every night one starter is something with raw tuna. Can be sashimi, can be sushi, can be gohu, can be many things. With tuna you can do so many things. It's beautiful.
We have manta around some area here as well.
Manta.
Okay, Goraichi.
Rochi. But the coral is already
Completely destroyed.
That's
What is more interesting is the place with the dugong.
dugong. Where?
Dugong.
Iksan.
Iksan.
Dugong
Where,
mana dugong?
where is the place with the dugong?
dugong, hewan.
Huh?
Oh.
Zoronga.
Ikan duyung,
Oh,
dugong,
Zoronga.
dugong.
Dugong, yes.
But I also hear there is still quite nice coral in Zoronga.
Oh,
Yeah, there's some.
And this combination, this can be very, very interesting for your resort. Because you don't have many places in the world where you have dugong.
Yes,
Manta place you have many. You have in Maldives, you have everywhere. Huh? But dugong place, no. Very difficult.
okay.
Only like 3 places in
Egypt.
Egypt,
Have you
obviously.
already went to Sali? No, sorry, apa namanya? Widi.
With the island,
Not yet.
No.
like the island.
It's 1,000 island around the area.
Oh wow!
1,000 island with
Must be
the
beautiful
white sea.
beach there. Yeah.
Really,
Yeah.
really beautiful.
I never even hear about this. So here for the first time.
The big white sand over there.
How far is it?
From here, maybe
3 hours. With the
3 hours.
3 hours.
Maybe more.
With your boat. With your boat. With my
my
boat,
boat.
6 hours.
Yeah.
But the area is already open now. With the road already come.
Is there even some plan to make airport near Widi? I hear. Somebody
Not
told,
yet.
who told me? Somebody
yet.
told me. Not yet.
Not yet. But maybe next time.
If there's no mining industry, no tourism, possibly no airport.
Yeah.
Okay, the mining is difficult. It means for you, the mining, of course, is very important. It's big income.
Yeah.
But there is no clean mining in the world. Mining is always dirty business. Dirty. And but take the one in Obi, nickel.
Nickel.
Everybody in the world needs nickel at the moment. Every smartphone has nickel
Yeah.
side. It is a big business, but it's different to balance with the environment.
That's right.
You know, last
Quicksilver.
week they make a fishing competition to publish that
I hear about that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
to publish that the sea is safe and the fish is good because they catch the big fish, the crapu and everything, then they near to the mining.
Okay. But that was like a federation or government competition or something like that, right?
They competition, but they asking us to come with them.
Oh, okay. So that's how. Okay.
And they also have gold over there near to Hopi somewhere.
Yeah. We have many gold here. In the Sabatang.
Zabatang?
Sahabat.
Can I have one room? I resume immediately go to search gold.
Apa susahnya namanya? Bukan. I forgot the company name. Di Papua itu tambang emas apa namanya? Freeport.
Freeport.
It's US company.
Oh, okay, of course. Big surprise. There's money, there's Americans.
How about China?
For example, mining is not much American and Australian anymore. Mining in Indonesia is normally Chinese.
Yeah, that's because I learned from Americans.
Now I go smoke cigarettes.
I always thought in Australia there was like a huge mining industry as well, and like many young people getting very rich in a short amount of time. Like compared to European lifestyle and life standard also. In Australia, we have many people like in their late 20s already having big houses and big cars because they started working in the mine like from early age. It's just like yeah.
Usually not in the north area, I think. Not
In the
west.
in the north area or?
Not
Yes.
in west.
Yeah.
Because east in Sydney or Queensland.
No.
Yeah.
I think
North and west.
Western Australia.
Western, yes.
Maybe
But
Western.
Like and Broome and
Yeah.
Exmouth up there in this area.
Yeah.
So you study in Sydney or?
Yeah, in Sydney.
Oh, okay. Possibly it was not easy to adjust to the climate, right? Because it's a little bit different from
first
here.
time, yeah. First time, yeah. But when it come times, we already.
Yeah, we like to live there. Australia.
I think you already got to many places than us.
Oh,
Yeah, you told me like
I don't like cold temperatures very much. So
Oh, okay.
northernmost point I've been was like Sweden, Stockholm or Moscow
Yeah.
for trade shows.
Okay.
And not for the diving because it's cold for me. It's
Too cold, yeah.
too cold. I mean, I started all this in Germany. So also in when I was 16 years old, I was diving in December as well. So almost like freezing temperature, 4 degrees. When you go for a dive for like half an hour maybe maximum, and it's with a big wetsuit.
Yeah.
But even I mean with climate change is affecting our place as well. When I was like a child, 6-year-old, I would build like igloo in my mother's garden, and like I could like stand inside because there was so much snow. And these days we have maybe like 3 days of snow every second winter. Sometimes no snow at all.
Yeah.
It has gotten like 3, 4, 5 degrees warmer every day, every year.
Every year, okay.
So it's like changing big time as well.
So you're not used to cold.
Not so much anymore. It's just like when I was going to school, it was all the morning going on a bicycle. It was like, oh my god, it's freezing. It's like you could
You
break
already
your.
tried this?
Oh yes, I try
yeah.
on the day trip.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
we call it duku.
Duku. Okay.
Or langsa.
Langsang, yeah. Langsang.
Langsa is different.
Yeah, I thought
Yeah,
like
you told
the
me
langsa.
before.
Yeah.
Langsat is different.
Different,
Because
like, a
duku
bit-
is more sweet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
right.
more sweet.
Duku.
We call in the Philippines
Langsung.
langsunis.
Langsung is
Langsunis.
not too different.
Langsa.
No, also like rambutan.
Rambutan.
fruits.
Yeah. Pernah di Philippines. Lain lagi ya di Philippines. How the taste is same one or
Yeah, same.
Oh,
one?
same.
Sweet or sweet
Yeah.
or bitter one.
No?
They have the sour one and they have also sweet.
And what we were talking yesterday, when we was in Ambon they have very small mango.
Small mango.
Very, very small mango, very, very sweet.
Small mango.
Yeah, very, very nice. Because before Exodus have a resort also near Ambon,
Okay.
but we closed 3 years ago.
3 years ago.
It was wrong partnership with the wrong people.
Okay.
You live and you learn.
No, Walter, he lost a lot of money there.
Yang tanggal 30 dong juga pindah terada ya.
Tanggal 30 project.
Okay. Oh, last year.
Last year Kusu Nabucco and Sali last year.
The what? In
For deep extreme.
Let's Brocho go with.
Yeah.
We need to talking about that one.
It is.
We planning next year.
Bupati and Bupati, they know. This is how it is. I mean,
That's okay.
Kusu, Sali, and Nabucco is very near together. That's it. The rest is not important.
Let Brocho alone. Mr. Daniel, we are live now on the Facebook.
I know. So don't say the wrong things.
I checked Goraichi, but Goraichi, unfortunately, you have the manta, but beside the manta, you have nothing. No fish, no corals, no nothing. No. Goraichi is dead.
And then the sea is
Bombing.
and then the sea is not too friendly there.
The sea? Why?
It's not too friendly because sometimes the
Wave.
the wave too.
Okay, these are even though from the surface the landscape is beautiful.
Yeah, that's right.
Beautiful. It's like Raja
From the
Ampat.
top,
It's like
from the top only.
Mr. Daniel,
Sorry?
Like on the middle of July.
July is very low for us this year. Very, very low. It's incredible. Also June is very. This year is September, October.
Okay.
We had very good March. If we don't have Ruang, we will have a very good April, but okay, we have Ruang, no good April. The May was okay. June, July, August is horrible.
Okay.
Okay.
But
Because
September,
it's
October,
good weather
November,
in Europe.
Yeah. Oh,
you know, in July, August, everywhere in Europe is school holiday.
yeah, for holiday.
But the guests I have, normally they are 50, 55, 60. They don't go in holiday when all the children go in holiday. They go outside of school holiday. It's more cheap.
Okay.
Flights are not so expensive as well.
Yeah.
And it's not so much of a family destination to come here. You know, and all of the resorts are not like family rooms.
Yeah.
It's like just a different product.
Us, on one way, we are lucky. It means our house reef is, for me, the most beautiful dive site here in South Halmahera. But on the other side, we are unlucky. January and February, we have very difficult weather with the wind from the north.
Yeah.
That's the reason why
That's when you close.
we close. Yeah.
February.
January and February.
January and February.
All the other resorts, they are more protected than us. But
Yeah.
us, we are directly in the wind inside.
Yeah, that's right.
But you know, it goes for other diving destinations in Indonesia too. I remember Jochen and Selaya Dive Resort, the very southern tip of Sulawesi. I believe he's closing the resort for 4 months even, because you have the very south of Sulawesi is exposed, you know, all the way. I mean, it's literally a few islands in Australia. It's like open water, and then the waves come rolling, and there's no way you can go out to the sea.
This is the first reason. The second why it is in one way not so bad. There is always some repair to make. My staff from Java, they start in March, they finish in December. They have family in Java. They like to go back to Java for holiday. So January, February we are closed. I only have 4 or 5 dive here that can go for holiday. It's okay.
So the questions I would like to ask you would be
The question now for you.
the question.
Okay. I mean, I'm just recording it and
Okay.
just write it down and send you or your press team for authorization.
Yep, it's okay.
Kipas itu tuh. Boleh minta kipas? Dua. Ada di Nurul.
Buka ini sebenarnya.
Iya, ada dua. No, that's right. Because you double close.
Do you like to have a nice coffee? Cappuccino or espresso or
Already full, thanks.
Pak Bupati?
It's okay, thank you.
Abis, can I get a cappuccino?
And espresso for me, please.
Maybe just
No
warm
sugar,
water for me.
just black.
Air hangat.
Espresso?
Air hangat aja.
Also espresso? Oh, ada. Okay, ada. Okay.
Sunda.
Oh, sudah di mana?
Di mana?
Sudah di mana?
Di Bandung.
Bandung.
Nanya mina apa Pak Hafiz? Oh, mohon Hafiz.
Bandung mana? Oh, Dago. Puncak.
Exactly, I'm from West Java.
Okay.
From Lokasi, Jakarta.
Oh wow.
I
Okay.
went school there and know her, and then I got married to her, and they bring her here.
Really? So you're coming from a completely different part of the
Yeah,
country?
different, really
Different
different.
language, different.
Wow.
Different everything.
All my F&P is from Java. Most of them make the EHS, International Hotel and Management School in Solo. Desi, for example, Azam the cook.
I would like to send some student here to maybe make a study, tourism study, and
We can. You already
Yeah.
sent me once a group. It means Pak Bupati, I'm open.
yeah.
Maybe they can explore like what.
That is just starting now to open for tourism for the past 4 years, 5 years, so to say. And now Corona is over, tourism is starting again. So you're at the forefront of new diving destinations in Indonesia for the European market and for the American market as well. And so, like I told you, in many destinations all around the world, not only for scuba diving, but everything connected to nature, it's a challenge to, to have economy on one side and sustainability on the same side, on the other side, I mean. So where do you think, what is the line you will want to go between the economic aspect and the protection aspect for you as well?
Actually, we would like to make the natural thing here sustain here, stay like what it is now. About the economy, we would like to see how the arrangement can we make so the economy can be grow with the tourism as well. But we don't want to, to destroy the nature. It's already here. That already make a good attraction for the tourists. And then we look after to collaborate, with the with the resort that already been here to make some potential thing about the tourism here to give a good example, to the other resort how to manage tourism in Indonesia. So we knew, for the tourism in Indonesia, so we need to learn more from the other places to how to manage everything, how to manage, how to combine the need of economy and the need of the tourism. So the nature is not gone, and everything that already here can be we can take care. We can make it sustain not only for us, but only for the future, for our generation. That's why I would like to educate our people how to sustain, how to take care of everything here, and can make good economy from there. Good benefit, and then can take care of of everything is already in Halmahera Selatan. Yeah.
But you were just referring to learning from other destinations. There's a very good example for in Bunaken National Park in Sulawesi, close to Manado.
Yeah.
That has been established a long time ago already.
Yeah.
And same like the marine park in Raja Ampat,
Yeah.
where scuba divers have to pay a fee to get like a small medal to attach to their scuba diving equipment.
Yeah.
So that means they're paying a fee for the protection of the environment that goes into the gasoline for the patrol boats, for example.
Yeah.
And it's like implementing a certain statute of what you're not supposed to do, like collecting shells, touching the reef, all these kind of things. And so actually this fee goes back into conservation measures. And of course these areas are off limit for real commercial fisheries. I mean, I'm not talking about self-sustained fisheries for families themselves, but there's measures being taken that the environment cannot be harvested to the extent that there's a harmful impact. Could you imagine implementing a marine park as well?
Yeah. For your information, this area is already the conservation area.
Yes.
So, but the challenge is how
Manage.
to manage
manage
the
it.
conservation area, how to educate people
Yeah.
that we need to take care the coral, we need to take care the sea, we need to remove the garbage it's already around here. Then that's the challenge because that you already told me that it's only 4 years. So we need to do more thing to educate people around in the village and people that came here to take care because it's a rich thing that we have here. Yeah, the rich thing that we have here that other area don't have. Yeah,
Absolutely.
because some tourism come here. They said it's number one.
For diving.
Yeah,
Yeah.
number one site diver that they came and or can see everything. Only not too far, only for maybe
Yeah.
How many
some
meters?
distance they can
Yeah.
see, like you said, big fish and everything.
Oh yes, it's like
That's why we need to educate people in here to take care everything because if uh, apa namanya because it's conservative area
Yeah.
that the concern maybe will be high from the government.
Yeah.
And now we already talking with the province, North Maluku province, to do everything, from educating, from make a barrier to take care everything here. So hopefully,
In the future.
in the future, no more fishing that
Illegal fishing.
illegal fishing that come that coming from fishing with the dynamite and everything that they do
Net
usually
fishing.
do.
Okay, we are quite lucky here. It means the Sabatang and Sali village, they are normal.
Yeah, the normal
The
fishing.
problem which Rudy had 2 weeks ago, this is from Halmahera. This is not
Yeah,
the
this
local
Halmahera,
people
then-
from here,
yeah,
Halmahera
yeah.
people.
well, they had a problem in Kusu as well. Like last week on the other side of one of the small islands in the passage, they were like using dynamite.
Sometimes
But
when,
not local people
when we
coming here.
asking the people to not touching the reef,
Coral.
they usually don't have the the education that they how they say why we can touch
Why we
the
can
reef.
touch the reef?
Why? Because usually before they can do everything.
Yes, yes.
They can do everything. That's the challenge. We have to educate them how the reef is very fragile. Yeah, and how long it can make such a river for how many years.
Yeah, need time.
Yeah, it's need time to educate. So hopefully we can give good education for people, and maybe next time they can see the potential about the market, the tourism market, and then they can make it a good market and fishing. But they not careless fishing. but they not care so much because they don't have a knowledge that bombing can do damage for the future.
Okay.
That's why they not to concern about the bombing. But now we want to educate them, so they have the apa namanya? They have the intelligence to know that it can be harmful for the future, so they can come together to prevent the bombing fishing as well.
What kind of measures can you think of? How could you educate people?
Actually, we would like to arrange some group that have
Sabatang is clean. Sabatang is bagus.
have
Sali is
some
bagus. But
apa namanya?
Strategy for educate,
Yeah,
like
inspeksi.
because we have many young people here that have a knowledge to do
many group maybe.
some group that,
Some group maybe.
that can do such thing to educate the people. But I think we need to come together with resort and everyone, every stakeholder is one that are already here to have some vision, same vision to do such thing.
Maybe we could like arrange how many forum like grouping of
Because you know,
people.
on the next Marabose
Maybe.
festival, we would
Yeah.
like to do
Tuna.
100 recipe,
100 recipes of tuna.
100 recipe of tuna with the group, the one that
With the
have
group, youth group.
On festival.
Yeah, on
on
festival
festival.
Marabose.
100 or 1,000.
100 recipe. Only the recipe and the food. For the food. Yeah.
Me here I have 20.
20.
Yeah, you already have.
Oh, 20 recipe.
Yeah, no.
No, I mean, Nabucco
No,
already
yeah,
have now.
I mean not 100,000.
1,000. 1,000 recipe.
1,000 recipe.
For every desa, they have to
Okay.
send
Have
us
10.
like how many recipes do you have? Like
Yeah.
we have 249 desa, yeah,
Village.
village, yeah,
Village.
249 village,
Every-
and they have
every
to
village.
send us
The
like the
recipes,
The
recipe.
recipes.
They
Because
have
they
to
have
provide.
Like one village, maybe 5 recipe. Yeah.
One more question. Usually, if you're taking measures for protection of a certain area, you need to have this implemented, because if it's only on the paper, people from the outside, let's say dynamite fishermen who coming from islands north of Halmahera, come there and they don't care, about the local reefs. They just care about what they can catch in 1 hour. Is there anything you can imagine, like patrol boats or being present in the area, that shows, like, that the government is really interested, not only saying we are interested, in conserving the place? Because, if very harmful activity, economic activity, creates a lot of income in a short amount of time, this always goes on top of ecological aspects, no matter where you go. And so I'm saying, like, because you have a huge area of sea, it's always difficult to patrol. There's 2 ways you can do. Either it's like a big educational campaign, and basically everybody is like shunning like dynamite fisheries, or throwing away garbage in the water, which of course is a long way, because people will still do for the next 10 years, even though you ask them, please don't. Then again, it's not an Indonesian thing. Everywhere I go, every remote island, when people tell me, oh, we're bringing you to a special place, bring your drone, then I have to tell them, okay, we need 2 hours to clean it up, because there's like water bottles on the beach everywhere. It's not an Indonesian thing, but you either have to have change of heart with the people, like saying we don't want to have people fishing with poison, or use dynamite fisheries, or take out the sharks and sell the fins to the Chinese, things like that. You either believe in a long-term, getting more wealthy and establishing tourism and having it healthy, or you're exploiting everything, and then you make a lot of money on the short term, then it's all gone. So do you think there's a chance for an educational campaign? Because I don't believe you can have so many patrol boats here and the funds to protect the entire area.
Yeah.
So
It's like
like an action.
How about the
not
strategy
only talking.
campaign?
Yeah, you mean that?
What
Yeah.
strategy?
Yeah, I already talked from the first time that the education is the important thing, because we can prevent with the patrol all the time, because the area is too huge here to make a patrol, and it's too difficult to patrol everything around. This area is already conservative area.
What is the area for Polea route in Babang? It is nearly up to Goraichi, yeah.
Yeah.
It is. I mean, Mr. Rudy, he was absolutely right. It needs more control, especially where we know the people come in with bad ideas.
Yeah.
But it is impossible. You do not have the infrastructure to make enough
and it's
control.
expensive to do,
Yes.
The-
That's why I'm saying if you have such a big space, and there will never be enough funds, no matter which place you are going.
Yeah.
It's not a Halmahera thing, but it's like all around the world. It's a problem.
Yeah, it's a problem. Yeah. That's why the education strategy is
The first thing.
The
first thing. To educate the people.
I think the first thing that we can do, we can educate people. We can maybe with the economic way sometime, with the economic way sometime. Like we can educate them that the waste can be recycled, and then make a good economy for them. Because there is many plastic around here. But the plastic is not processed. They not process the plastic. They just throw it away. So maybe we can educate them that the plastic can be
Recycled.
Recycled and can be
Make
benefit
money
for
from it.
economy.
Sure. Why not?
Make benefit from
Nothing bad with
the
that.
garbage. And then maybe we can educate people from the village that they can make everything from the recycled thing. Maybe some souvenir or everything. But it's need a long time. It needs time to educate them. That's why now the first thing that we can do is we try to educate them, to send some of the children to learn the tourism, how to maintain, how to maintain the one that we have already here, the coral and the everything. So next time they can teach other people. We can teach one, maybe they can teach 2, 3, 4 people, and next time maybe in the future they already have some vision that we need to protect the rich that came from us. Sometimes
Step by step.
step by step. We need to do it step by step. But on the other side, we are government have a big concern. So the one that I already talked with, maybe we can make some rule.
Some
that
rules.
rules that, because we have a barrier. Sometimes the rule is only from the province, not from us.
This is the reason.
The rules only come from the province, not from us. The conservative area only come from province, not from the kabupaten. That's why it's sometimes a bit hard.
I understand.
Sometimes it's a bit hard. For the rule now, kabupaten only have authority, not from the sea.
On the other side, it means, correct me if I'm not wrong, I'm not long time enough here, but I think when your father was Bupati, he make a rule, no anchoring, 5 miles.
That's the different rule from now. Before you can do it, because he have authority to the sea. Now we don't have some authority like 10, 20 years.
Okay.
For the forest also.
For the forest as well.
Forestry,
Forestry as well. That's why when you want to make a permission, you need to go to province, because the forest now is only on the province can do the paperwork. We don't have
The last question I have actually points more at the resort to help them a little bit, because the currency in the area are really unpredictable. It's very hard to read when the sea is becoming a river, which I've seen in the first 5 days after new moon. So also at the same time the garbage, which is like nobody's fault in each particular village, but it's coming like with the new moon, with the full moon. You have the currents bringing it in close to the island.
And the garbage came all the way.
Yes, exactly. And is there anybody in the government or like in a local province who has a real understanding of the currents, so that make it easier for the resorts to predict where the garbage is coming from, or maybe find a place, like in the Pacific Ocean, they have this big how they call it, the garbage garbage belt or something like that, like an island of garbage. It's like huge, because you have different currents pushing the garbage all together in the same place. And maybe there's a chance that you have somewhere more out to the south or to the north a place where the garbage is accumulating, and it would be easier, to maybe collect it there, instead of having it all spread out to different resorts at the same time, because that's something I cannot ignore for the articles, because I must at least mention it in half a sentence, because I mean. It's not nice, because people know if there's plastic bags inside the coral, that the turtle will eat it, and then their stomach will be they will die.
Here we have the next problem is the amount of garbage coming in. Even if we know how he's coming in, we do not have the power to collect it, to destroy it. The photos I show you now, it happens 2 years ago, within 50 minutes.
Where?
Here.
Yeah.
Wow.
You can see room number 1 and the rest of 50 minutes. I cannot take this out and burn. There's no chance. I don't have enough space to burn.
It's a big problem
And
for us.
the wet wood is never burning.
The wet wood is never burning.
No chance.
I would like to get you in touch with 3 organizations or people. One is a Dutch guy who started garbage barriers in the sea, about 15 years ago. They're eradicating millions of tons of garbage in the seas by 30 self-sustaining garbage collectors. It's basically like a barrier on the surface, where all the garbage is coming to, and it's being maintained only every 3 months.
3 months.
There's escape hatches for turtles, for example. And so this organization is called the Ocean Cleanup.
I heard that one.
And I was doing an interview for a special issue for Tauchen in last September, so I already published an article about them, and I'm in touch with their scientific leader. So I would love to get you in touch with them to see for a vision, because they're doing a lot of work in Asia in the rivers. Because the rivers is where it first starts.
The rivers,
sea Mekong, the river eventually reaches the sea. So what they do, they actually donate these barriers in the rivers to the local population that are doing the maintenance for collection fee as well, and what they are paying back. So I can get you in touch with them. And the third one would be Gareth Phillips, who's like a reef marshal of the National Park Commission for the Great Barrier Reef in Queensland. So he's an expert on coral, and also very much dedicated to counterbalance the effect of global warming and bleaching. And he's the right person to let you know about how the ecosystems interact, in which areas would need specific preservation measures. Like he will tell you how the mangroves and the corals are like come together, and how you can have a really intelligent, advanced system, like to protect the area. And the reason why I'd like to recommend Gareth to you is because he's down to earth. He's not asking for huge measures. He's like saying, look, climate change is a fact. We're not going to change it in 5 minutes and by doing radical measures. But it's like, if everybody would not use the motorcycle to go buy a pack of cigarettes around the corner, and maybe just separate the garbage. If everybody would be doing little thing or think like maybe we get along with one car and one motorbike and not only like 2 cars and 2 motorbikes, we can push it down to a certain level, the effects. And I like this kind of approach because it's more realistic. And I think with ideas like that, he possibly can recommend you good measures. Also, how to implement measures for protection of the area, but not taking away from the livelihood and comfort of the local people who are used to do everything, their own way. So that's why I think it's a good contact.
I would like to.
Sure.
We will ask them.
Because because we are very young now, for the tourism, so we need to build a system. I think how to measure everything around, to take care everything is already here. So I think it's a nice thing to contact and to speak with them so they can advise us about how to
Start.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, and to see if I have the contacts on my phone and in my emails.
Okay.
Or I just send them to you per email. That's also an option.
Yep.
Okay. This is maybe much easier because Signa have to look all the emails from last year.
You can have my number and some numbers.
Okay, that's perfect. Yeah.
Yep, you can give him.
You have my card as well.
Okay, thank you.
You're very welcome. Sure.
Kura, how to read this one?
Oh, that's in the Caribbean, Curacao.
Curacao,
yeah.
Curacao.
Curacao.
Yes, yeah.
Portuguese or Spanish? Curacao.
Originally Spanish. Yeah.
Spanish.
Yeah.
And now in September issue will be the big one for Halmahera for
September.
because in September is the big exhibition in Germany.
Same thing like last year.
Yeah. Also we will have a stand again together with Italian Kusu and maybe even Wakatobi or other ones is on. I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe we can come.
It's
And like-
time for election, so
It's not a good time for Bupati September.
The election exactly in
September already for the pendaftaran.
Register.
It's a bit strange. Sometimes Indonesian people would like to go to Europe. But European
like
people
snow for us, like
to
wow,
come.
something. For us.
Then you need to come January.
I have a
Minus
photo from
degree?
Bupati in snow.
Yeah, okay,
Your
yeah.
WhatsApp photo is in snow.
Turkey.
Turkey.
It's Turkey. In Bursa, yeah, it's high in the mountains.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
Australia also in mountain.
Yeah,
Snowy mountain.
Snowy mountain near to Canberra.
Yeah, I was saying like very south.
Yeah, far from Sydney. We have to ride like about 7 hours,
8
hours
Wow.
from city to get the snow.
So
We have no snow here.
I remember when Iris first time in Switzerland, there was snow. She was looking to the sky. It was.
Then you're looking for snow also? Oh, same.
Asian people would like to go to
Yeah.
Europe.
Because there is no snow here.
Of course.
That's why.
Because maybe we want to try a different thing as well.
Yeah.
I'm very sorry, I don't want to be impolite, but I still need to go to the water to do one last dive. Is there any chance we can maybe stage the interview situation on a separate table?
Okay.
Because I was thinking, the background
Okay.
is not. Maybe we just pick one of the small tables with the sea in the
to the sea?
background.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not? So
Maybe that one.
we will have photo.
Yeah.
Small.
So maybe even this one over here.
Samsir.
Sini boleh nih.
Oh, this one.
Yeah.
Sini boleh.
Ya. Hanya untuk
And then maybe the camera is moved.
Hanya untuk nanti tampil di artikel.
Yes, I need to have. Maybe you can operate camera. So maybe we take the magazine in front. Okay.
You would like to be a reporter for?
Yeah, front. Maybe glass of water. Glass of water, everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, September, yeah. Here for the
Does it go well then? You're against the lights? No.
You can use flash.
Check the flash.
January.
Or you just do it.
January in Paris. Yeah, in Paris because the husband of Dengan is French.
Which village you already interact on the Sabatang and Sali? That is from other village. The one that your interaction to buy fish or
Us, we buy whatever we can do from Sabatang.
only from Sabatang or?
Mainly Sabatang. Because I think, there is 2 resorts below Sali, and there is 2 resorts in Sabatang, and a Kusu.
Jadi anak Kusu Sali itu jadi anak Kusu Sali.
Tomorrow I need like a day off. Desperately.
It's okay. You can have my number for me.
Kami satu di Bupati, satu di. Saya kira mau kasih password.
So. I'm not sure that's going to be an interesting recording, but maybe you can go down a little bit more, Yeah, exactly. That's like a better angle. So yeah, I hope to be in touch soon, and hope I have another chance to come back to your beautiful place. And so, if there's any kind of information I need, it would be good to have like a contact for the tourism board. I met this gentleman at the boat show. I think I was told he's the number 2 in the tourism department.
Number 1 is Santiago Uno, yeah?
Santiago Uno. Yeah.
Let's see.
He's still?
Still. The change will be at October. But I don't know he will stay or depend on the president. Prabowo.
Maybe this gentleman on the left.
Okay, I'm not really sure. I know because it's first time for me to see.
Okay. So maybe he's like for the German tourism board division. This could be.
Okay, where do you meet?
At the boat show in Düsseldorf, which is like the biggest.
Düsseldorf. Okay.
Yeah, the biggest water sports show in the world.
Okay. So he came for Indonesian.
Yes, for 2 days for the official booth of the government and the tourism board.
Okay.
That's they wanted to invite me to come on a fam trip to Indonesia. That's like with a consul for economic affairs, the minister consular was also present. But by May I was really on another travel, so I couldn't join.
Okay.
Luxury problems.
Okay. Thank you very
seriously, I want to thank you for your time.
Thank you very much.
And it was a big pleasure meeting you. I wish I could spend a little more time with you also. Yeah, you never know.
We can take a picture together.
Yes, please.
One more group.
Of course. Yes. Ja. Kannst du auch mit der Kamera machen?
My brother is studying on Frankfurt.
In Frankfurt?
Yeah, he can speak Germany, but now he's outside.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Is he studying economics in Frankfurt?
I know medicine.
Medicine. Okay. That's a very good faculty as well, from what I hear. So.
And also one is the camera. Is this one?
Ada sa
Kannst du auch eins machen?
You can do it. Suruh lah, suruh lah.
Den Kombifaktor müssen wir durch, also von hinter ein.
I think we need to see the maybe
Backlight.
I'm not sure what's the foreground.
I think yeah,
Yeah,
a good spot for.
Oh, maybe
Maybe we go.
beside.
Okay, yeah. That's for sure. It's like, I'm sorry, it's, no matter where you go, the time is always too short.
Yeah.
You have to wait for the good weather, you have to wait for no time. You know how it is. Like,
Okay, yes.
thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you for everybody here, and have a nice day.
Thank you.